Welcome to my channel. I am Maricita Colors in English. Today I will show you my nice crocheted sweater Abril. You can watch the video. Thank you to be here. Thank you for your like. This crocheted sweater, I will see here in my computer. Let me see. The name is Abril. Abril in Spanish is April, the month of April. I made two pieces the same without increases or decreases. This video has 231,000 views. 231,000 vistas tiene mi suéter a crochet Abril. You can find it here like crocheted sweater Abril. Abril, I will show you how you must write. But at the end of this live, I will let you the link. I will let you on the comments and on the description box. You must write crocheted sweater Abril. Crocheted sweater Abril. Okay, this pattern has two parts. Was one of my first videos that I made here. Has 2,000 likes. The first part I made with subtitles in English. And the second part is you can watch the video I made with my voice, the translation. Thank you for your like. I use single crochet in the waistband. It's a large size. I use the hook number 6 millimeters. Where is the 6 millimeters? Is this? Because the yarn was a little thick. Was a cotton yarn. What more? The fantasy stitch I name like cruz en español. The waistband is with single crochet. After this, we made the fantasy stitch. I will show you a little today how I made it. But the pattern, I will let you on the comments and on the description box. I use approximately 250 grams of yarn. My sweater has not increases, has not decreases. Here in the neck is the single crochet. And I didn't make increases or decreases for the neck. It's a sweater of shoulder, but if you want that the neck is a little more close, only you must sew on the in the shoulders. You can close a little more the shoulders. In my pattern, I show you all. I give you the sizes. I give you all. This sweater is 45 centimeters in the waistband and 50 centimeters of long. It's a large size. You can make your size that you prefer. The fantasy stitch is very nice and easy. I will make a little pattern here to show you how you must begin your sweater. But remember that I will let you the pattern on the comments and on the description box, or you can write like I showed you, crocheted sweater Abril. My sweater has 19 cross. 19 cross 3 times. This is the way that you must calculate the stitches. Are 57 stitches plus the first and plus the last stitch. The last stitch altogether are 59 stitches. 59 stitches is in the waistband, the single crochet. For that I have 59 stitches, I must make 1 stitch more or more. So I must make 60 chains in the beginning. With 60 chains, I have 59 single crochet. I will make a little pattern with this yarn. It's a little similar English in German. I will turn here. Let me turn a little camera. Yeah, for that I can make this little pattern. Thank you for your like. So you must make only 2 pieces the same without increases or decreases. One it will be the front and one the back. The fantasy stitch is very nice. And I alternate 1 fantasy stitch, 1 row of the cross stitch, and in the another row I made the treble crochet. So I alternate cross stitch, treble crochet, cross stitch, treble crochet, and so on. Thank you for your like. We will make a little pattern with 6 cross. If I want to have 6 cross, by example, 6 3 times is 18 stitches. 6 cross. Or every cross has 3 stitches. So 6, 3 times 18. 18 plus the stitch of the beginning is 19. And the last stitch, 20 stitches. For that I have 20 stitches or 20 single crochet, I must make 21 chains. Always 1 stitch more. Thank you for your like. We beginning. I will use this teeny yarn and the hook number 4, la aguja número 4 y el hilo delgado. You will learn a little Spanish too. Thank you to be here and give 1 like to my video, subscribe you and activate the bell to see my workshops or my videos. Thank you. You can find me too on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So I will make the little pattern with 20 single crochet. For that I have 20 single crochet, I will make 21 chains. I begin. This is the way that I begin my chains. Sorry. This is yarn of cotton, teeny yarn, and the hook number 4 millimeters. I will make 21 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21 chains. In my pattern, I show you how you must calculate, don't worry. So I have here 21 chains because I want to have 20 single crochet for the waistband. You must make the 2 pieces the same. Thank you for your like. I will insert the hook in the 3rd stitch to begin to make the single crochet. Look, 1, 2, and 3. Here I will make the first single crochet. Single crochet, punto medio or punto bajo en español. Here, when we let these stitches, is the first single crochet and this is the second single crochet. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We make single crochet. Single crochet in Spanish, punto medio, punto bajo, or medio punto. Hello, my dear Skyla, thank you. Antoinette, hello, hello, thank you to be here from Malta, thank you. So we have 10 stitches now, 10 single crochet, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I must repeat, 18, 18, 19, and 20 stitches, 20 single crochet. Remember, you must calculate always with your yarn and your hook for to know how many centimeters make your yarn and hook. Taylor's version. Thank you, thank you. I am good. I try make always the workshops, a little workshops for that you can watch my patterns. Thank you so much. So we have 20 single crochet. Why I have 20 single crochet? Because I calculate for make 6 cross stitches. 6 3 times is 18. You must calculate like this. 18 cross plus the first and the second stitch of the beginning and the last is 20 stitches. These 20 stitches will be the waistband, the 20 single crochet. For that I have the 20 single crochet, I made 21 chains. In my pattern, by example, I have, let me see, 19 cross, 3 times is 57, plus 2 stitches, altogether is 59 single crochet. I calculate to make the waistband. If I want to make 59 single crochet, I will make 60 chains. Thank you for your like, my dear. Now, to begin the second row, I make 1 chain like the first single crochet, and if I have 20 single crochet in the first row, I must have always 20 single crochet for that my work is uniform. So, from here, look, we don't insert here, because this stitch is of this first chain, that is the first single crochet. We skip this and we go into the next. And from the next, I begin to make the single crochet. This will be the second, dos, I count in Spanish better, okay? 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, you must see here the 19, and the 20 is in the edge, okay? 20. Perfecto. This will be the white of your sweater. You must make 2 pieces the same, remember. You must calculate with a pullover, with a blouse, a sweater that you have at home. Normalerweise or usually one large size is 50 centimeters. I made 55 because this is a little stretch. And when I make the crosses and the treble crochet, I don't make increases. I have always the same number of stitches. Again, to begin the next row. Hello, my dear Sai Nira. Thank you to be here. Gracias, chicas. Thank you for your like. To begin again, the first row or the next row, we make 1 chain like the first single crochet. We skip this and we go into the next, and this is the second single crochet. 2, look where I make the stitch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 or 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, and the last is here in the edge, the 20. Thank you for your like. Again, for the next row, we turn the crocheted work. Look, it's beautiful, this single crochet. Punto medio, punto bajo en español. So in my sweater, I made the waistband 12 rows with the hook number 6 millimeters, and this was approximately 7 centimeters. Let me see. 12 hileras punto medio. 7 centimeters of long. You must make the rows that you prefer of your waistband, okay? So, when you have ready the size or the long of your waistband that you prefer, you will begin with the cross stitch. So, I will make here to make the first row of the cross stitch. To begin the first row of the cross stitch, we must make 4 chains, 4 cadenetas, 1, 2, 3 y 4. We turn the crocheted work, and one tip, when the yarn of the begin is in the right side, to me, this is the front of the work. Look here down in the first row is like canoten, and in the back is like lines. You can use the border that you prefer, sure. But to me, I always make the fantasy stitches in the front. So when you have the long or wide of your waistband that you prefer, you will begin with the cross stitch. I make a little quick because this only is, we say, a little pattern of my sweater, because this pattern with the step by step I will let you on the comments and on the description box. Or you can write crocheted sweater Abril or crocheted sweater Maricita. I am Maria del Carmen, and the course, the short name is Maricita. Thank you to be here and give one like to my video. Okay, now that I have the long of the waistband that I prefer, I make the 4 chains to begin the cross stitch. So we begin. You must see how I made this fantasy stitch because it's very nice and it's easy, only that you must have the attention, okay? I must see here in my paper too. I made a lot of times this fantasy stitch, but always I must see again because always I make another stitches, fantasy stitches, and for remember I must look my paper. So it's good that always you write the instructions, okay? So now we involve 2 times and we will go into the next stitch. Not in this first. We go into the next. I bring one loop. Now I have 4. Now I yarn over and I pass for 2. Now I have 3. Now I involve or yarn over and I will skip the next stitch and I will go into the next. I bring one loop and now I have 5. Yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, we pass for 2, and we pass for the last 2. Now we make the half over of our cross stitch. Of separation here, I make 1 chain. This chain will give the form of the cross. And here, yarn over, and we go into the center of this stitch. Here I catch 2 stitches, yarn over, and we pass from 2 in 2. And ready, we made the first cross. Esta es la primera cruz. And these 4 chains represent 1 treble crochet. I will show you another video I have here. Now we must repeat only this stitch. Let me see. This is the sweater. Now we repeat. Look. Yarn over 2 times. We go into the next stitch where we finish the first cross. We go into the next. We bring 1 loop. Yarn over, we pass for 2. Yarn over, and we skip the first stitch and we go into the next. We bring 1 loop and we start to pass from 2 in 2. This is the half of our cross. It's like 1A, look. 1 chain of separation. This chain gives the form of the cross, look. It's very nice, this fantasy stitch. Now yarn over and we go into the center of the stitch and we catch 2 stitches, yarn over, and we begin to pass from 2 in 2. This is like 1 double crochet, I think. And look. And now we will repeat again 2 times the yarn over the hook. We go into the next stitch. We bring 1 loop, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, we skip the next stitch and we go into the next. We bring 1 loop and we begin to pass from 2 in 2. The chain of separation is important, look, because this gives the form of our cross, the space. Yarn over after the chain and we go into the center of the fantasy stitch and we catch 2 yarns here, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, we pass for 2, and we pass for the last 2 stitches. This sweater is really easy and quick to make because with these fantasy stitches, the sweater is schnell or quickly big. Okay, again, 2 times the yarn over the hook. We go into the next stitch. Yarn over, we bring 1 loop, yarn over, and we pass for 2. Now we have 3, yarn over, we skip 1, and we go into the next. Yarn over, we bring 1 loop, now we have 5 loops. Yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over for 2, yarn over, we pass for 2, and for the last 2 stitches. 1 chain of separation, yarn over, and we go in the center of the stitch and we catch 2 loops. Yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, we pass for 2, and we finish to pass for the 2 loops. Now we have 4 cross, 4 cruces tenemos aquí. I make the calculation for 6 crosses. Yo calculado para 6 cruces. Again, 2 times the yarn over the hook. We go into the next stitch. And we repeat all. On my pattern, I show you and I give you all the size and how I join the laterals and the shoulders with single crochet. 1 chain of separation, yarn over, and we go into the center of the fantasy stitch, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, we pass for 2, and we pass for the last 2 stitches. What time is now? Oh, 12. Here in Germany now is 12 in the afternoon, no? Las 12 del mediodía, we say in Spanish. Now I will make the last cross stitch. 2 times the yarn into the next stitch. Always I catch 2 yarns from the stitch, look. We bring 1 loop, yarn over, and we pass for 2. Now we have 3 loops, yarn over, we skip 1 into the next. I bring 1 loop, now I have 5 loops, yarn over, we pass for 2, and we begin to pass from 2 into. 1 chain of separation, yarn over, and here in the center, we catch 2 yarns, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, we pass for 2, and we finish. And now I have 6 cross, and look the work. The single crochet make a little tight here for the waistband, and with the fantasy stitch is wider. So you must make a little pattern like this with your yarn and your hook, and you will see how many centimeters or inches you need to make your sweater. Here, more or less, 1 size large, I made with 45 centimeters. You can looking for in the internet how is 50 or 45 centimeters in inches. And to finish the row, if I began with 4 chains that represent 1 treble crochet. Here at the end, I must finish with 1 treble crochet. How is the treble crochet? We say in Spanish, treble crochet doble vareta. We involve 2 times. For this, we say double en español, doble vareta, because we involve 2 times. But for you, is treble crochet. Okay, now here in the edge, you remember that always we make the chain of the beginning that represent the first single crochet. So 2 times the yarn, and we must insert here in the edge, and we must try to catch 2 yarns in the edge, and from here yarn over, we bring 1 loop. Now we have 4 loops. Yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, we pass for 2, and we pass for the last 2. So in the beginning and at the end we have the treble crochet. Now in the next row I alternate the cross stitch with the treble crochet, cross stitch and treble crochet. In my pattern, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I made 8 rows with the treble crochet, with the cross stitch, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At the end, I will make, or I made single crochet in the neck. If I have here in the waistband 20 single crochet, in the neck I must have the same number of stitches, 20 single crochet. If you have 1 or less stitch, it's not a problem. Okay, now I will make the treble crochet in the next row. To make the first stitch is 4 chains, 1, 2, 3 y 4, 4 chains like the first treble crochet, and we turn the crocheted work. So this is the first stitch, the first treble crochet. I must have 20 treble crochet because I have 20 single crochet. If I had in my work, I had 19 cross in my sweater, plus 1 stitch, 20, and the last is 1 more, 19 crosses, 20 and 21. So I must have in my work 21, let me see, no. If I have in my, okay, if I have in my sweater 59 single crochet, I have 59 treble crochet in every row. Here I have 20 single crochet, so I must have 20 treble crochet. So how I make the treble crochet, I show you 2 times the yarn over the hook. Over the cross, we go here in the first stitch. We will make the treble crochet in this first, in the center, and in this. We must have 3 stitches from every cross. So 2 times the yarn, we insert into the stitch, and we will make the treble crochet. 1 here in the center, 2 times the yarn, and here in the vertice we will make the third treble crochet. So from every cross we must have 3 treble crochet, and the plus the first and the last. Altogether it will be the 20 stitches that I calculate in the beginning. Again, 2 times the yarn, here we make the treble crochet in this space 2, the second, and the third here. Thank you for your like. If you are new, I invite you to subscribe here on my channel and activate the bell to receive the post when I have a workshop in live like today or a new pattern. You can join you to be a member of my channel to watch, to be the first to watch my next videos. Thank you, thank you. I have almost 300 patterns here on my channel that I made with the translation in English. I have my channel in Spanish, and first always I make my patterns in Spanish, and after this I make in English. But now YouTube make the subtitles automáticamente. YouTube hace la traducción, the translation in your language. They have a lot of language I saw, and you can try to watch my Spanish patterns too. I have this pattern in Spanish, so I will let you this in Spanish. I will let you on the comments and on the description box, and maybe you can make the subtitles in your language. Thank you for your like. 2 times the yarn, and in the cross here I make the first stitch, the first treble crochet, because are 3 from every cross. Cross in español, cruz. 2 times the yarn, we insert, yarn over, and we pass from 2 in 2. You can make this sweater for summer. For winter, you can make with wool, like a vest. You can use this fantasy stitch for all your threads too. 2 times the yarn, we insert into the stitch, and we start to pass from 2 in 2. 2 times, here in the center too. The same you will make the neck. You will make the same, but instead to use the treble crochet, you will use the single crochet, and ready. You will have one beautiful sweater very quickly. So here in the last stitch, we make the 3rd treble crochet. From every cross, we have 3 treble crochet. 2 times the yarn. Here is the last cross. And we pass from 2 in 2 to make the treble crochet. Treble crochet doble vareta, hook, ganchillo, or aguja en español. Yarn, hilo en español. Now I finished the 3 treble crochet of the last cross, but I must make the treble crochet of the edge. 2 times the yarn, where we made 4 chains. In the first chain that represent the treble crochet, I will make the last treble crochet. So here I must have 20 treble crochet, and look, it's wider the work. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 20 treble crochet, like the 20 chains or 20 single crochet of the beginning. This is the reverse of my work because the yarn is in the left side. To begin the next row, again the 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, y 4, like the first treble crochet, we turn the crocheted work, and for the front, I make again the crosses. Las cruces. Thank you to be here and give one like to my video. So, this is the way that you must make your beautiful sweater abril. I will show you here in my channel in Spanish, sweater abril. You only must write the name, sweater abril. You can write to Maricita to find it easy. Look, this is in Spanish with the pink, and with English I always make with blue. Here is my sweater. Abril in Spanish has half 500,000 views almost. And in English, 2,000 or 231 views. We can see here I will make the, we skip this, and we will see if we can change the subtitles. This is my pattern in English, yeah. I made the first part with untertitle or subtitles, but here up you can see subtitles. They say, here in my iPad, they say no, but this is in English ready. I made the step by step. The second part I made with with my voice. I made the translation, but in Spanish, I will show you. This is in my channel in Spanish. It's with the original voice. Dos puntos. Entonces voy a tejer en cada punto un punto medio y debo tener 20 medios puntos. This is in my channel in Spanish. So here we will see subtitles. Look, here in this part of the right of our screen, you can make like this. And subtitles, subs automatic, and they say English. And I make here for the subtitles. We will see if they will come here or not. Subtitles activate. Look, now comes the subtitles. And this is my pattern in Spanish. So you have this chance to watch my video in Spanish with subtitles in English, or my English version. I will let you both patterns or both links on the comments and on the description box when I finish this video. Thank you for your like. I will see here, I want to show you the sweater, Abril. This is the sweater, Abril. I will finish this little pattern for that when I want to show you again, I will show you. I will make this pattern, I will write this pattern, and you will find it in my Etsy store. I will let you the Etsy store too, because I have the crocheted pattern of my headband Ikita. I make with photos and in English, on English. Okay, my dear friends, this was today the pattern of today was my crocheted sweater Abril. I want to invite you to subscribe here on my channel, Maricita Colors in English. It's total free. Remember, activate the bell to receive the post when I have a new video here on my channel. And you can be a member of my channel too to collaborate with my work. You can find me too on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Don't forget, if you watch this video later, you can give one like. Wenn du dieses Video siehst später, du kannst eine Like geben mir. Danke, danke. Vielen Dank. Thank you. Vielen Dank, my dear friends. Muchas gracias. And we see us in my next workshop. Chao, chao. Gracias, amigos. Hasta la vista.